What's up, y'all? Just tapping in. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy from Marky Slade Reactions. You know what I'm saying? Marky Slade Reactions out here. Just had to react to the hip hop situation, BET, and things of that nature. In the business part, first off, how y'all doing out there today? Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Um, First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, we do the mental health awareness podcast and the conversation podcast. The conversation podcast where we discuss entrepreneurship and business. We interview artists and entrepreneurs, businessmen all over the culture, you know what I'm saying, giving them a shot. Um, Speaking on their business and what they got going on. Then we have the Rant Mental Health Awareness, which comes on Monday morning, you know what I'm saying, usually on Facebook platform, Instagram platform. And me and my brother discussing mental health from a black person standpoint, you know what I'm saying, how we sustain mental health, how we deal with mental health. No, I'm not a therapist, you know what I'm saying, just an advocate and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying. So, we get on there Monday morning, we talk about mental health, which is needed, you know what I'm saying? In the midst of all the chaos and nonsense and everybody making jokes and talking about each other and whoop wop and this and that, you know what I'm saying? We in here talking about mental health because it's something that is needed, you know what I'm saying? It's of service, you know what I'm saying? So tap in with me, Mark Slade, on my page, Facebook. Monday morning, we talk about the mental health. It's called the Rant Mental Health Awareness, me and my brother. And on Fridays and the weekends, we do the conversation part where we interview an entrepreneur or businessman or an artist, things of that nature. Now, I want to get into this hip hop thing because I feel like we're losing touch of the base of music. We're losing touch of hip hop, you know what I'm saying, because of the commercialization and the monies. The money's being involved is kind of frazzling the situation because, you know what I'm saying, it's getting oversaturated. So now certain music, who you giving awards to? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Matt Hoffa. He was just talking about that on his platform. Um, who we giving the awards to? Now, what are you getting awards for? Just streaming? Because the substance of the music ain't really hitting like that. Not from the mainstream, or who they call the mainstream artists. So all the guys talking about the Gucci belts and killing and robbing and women and all the things of that nature under the sun, all the ghetto, I'm from the hood, whoop, whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? That's not getting you the awards. You know what I'm saying? We need the Kendrick's We Gonna Be Alrights. We need those type of records, the J. Cole conscious record. We need the records that actually have substance for them to be lauded, for them to get the awards. You know what I'm saying? And hip hop has to do more to search for those. They got to stop focusing on the streaming. They so focused on who got the most numbers and views and things of that nature. Damn all that. We missing the substance of the music by just looking for who's streaming the most numbers and the most views. Those people, most of the people with the most streams ain't got the substance. That's the difference. And whatever else in the business mind world that's going behind BET and the monies, because everything's about the money. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain situations, stipulations I'm not sure about. I'm not going to get up here on this platform and try to act like I know what's going on. And that's what many of us do. That's what many of us do to get clickbait and clicks and shit. That's called clickbait. Let's get some goddamn information and then switch it up the way you want it to be so it can get attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and do that with some fucking billion-dollar corporations that I don't know nothing about. And that's what a lot of people do. We are bystanders. We are fucking fans. We are artists, entrepreneurs, and businessmen working, father-ass motherfucking husbands and things of that nature. You know, so your opinion can be stated, but for you to be trying to direct your opinion like it's the fact or it's word born, that's not, nah. You can't, you don't understand what's going on in that business field. You don't understand what's going on with BET. We don't understand why this business is being undercut or why the black entertainment sector is being dropped or disfigured or whatever the case may be. We don't really know the business side unless you're on the inside of the business. Outside of that, you're just opinionating. And my opinion is we need to step the fuck up. A lot of the music, like Mav said, a lot of the music is not awardable. A lot of the music, the substance doesn't give you the awards. You have to go dig for Rhapsody and things of that nature. Well, give Rhapsody some fucking awards then. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick done swooped them up. We know what he talking about. Give Kendrick the awards then. Give the conscious motherfuckers the awards and show them that it's worth making substance now. Instead of the guys that's getting just doing stream numbers getting the awards. Because they ain't got no damn substance. That's the difference. What are we talking about when we're talking about the awards show that our great artists don't even show up to? This is why hip-hop genre gets crushed in that area, and it's our people that do it. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to support the shit, but we're going to talk about the shit. We're going to talk shit. Everybody going to make their opinions, but we're not going to sit here and support what we was earthed off of, what we was cultivated off of, what people are making money off of. We're not going to support that. It comes to a time where some of the bullshit has to be quelled. Some of that shit has to get the fuck out the way. I'm from the streets. I done killed this, robbed this, stabbed this, fucked her, all this jewelry and all that bullshit. Some of that shit has to go to the side sometimes. You gotta let the Griseldas of the world in here. You gotta let the Eminems, I mean the M2, he's still here. You gotta let the fucking Rhapsodies of the world in here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta push the needle on the artist that's actually moving substance, so we can actually get them the benefit, and then the people will change the mental of the music. We gotta start paying the motherfuckers with the substance. Stop worrying about the streams and shit. We get to the streaming shit. Everybody want to get to the streaming, the views, and all this other that. When YouTube only paying you $1 for 1,500 streams and shit. We not even knowing the business. So we jump in here and start making our opinions about what's going on with BET and we should do this. And we don't know the business side. We just know our opinions. My opinion is we need to step the fuck up as a culture and change the music. There's no reason to give awards. I don't hear no Brenda's Got a Babies and shit. No Dear Mamas. None of that type of substance. So when you're wondering why we're getting fucking touched up like this, it's probably because we ain't got the right substance to be put out there for the people to hear. We the genre, the only genre in music talking about you're 40, you're too old to rap. Hang it up. The biggest genre in music is doing that. So if we keep doing that, then we put a cap on the music, and then everything under that age level comes out, and that's hip-hop. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's why when we perform, they say, Regime, we're notorious non-performers locally. Because if it ain't pertaining to who you are and your situation, you don't need to be there performing. I'll go support. We go to Brooklyn, we performing. We go to Queens, we performing. Shout out to Exile, Frontline Records. It's a different ball game in New York, though, the mecca of hip-hop. 50-year-old brothers still on the stage. 17-year-old brothers on the stage. 20-year-old brothers and sisters still on the stage. All together. It's a culture of hip-hop. We can't allow the entertainment part to drag out the hip-hop part. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Same thing with the Kendrick and Drake situation. We love Drake. I love Drake too. I love Kendrick too. I might like Kendrick a little bit more. But the substance is the friction. That's what Kendrick rode off of. The substance, brother. You ain't talking about nothing but women and bad relationships and expensive bathrooms and rotating roofs and Maybachs and shit. That's a part of hip-hop. But that's not the substance of hip-hop. So, if the culture is dying, it's because we're doing it. We're creating the death as we play the game. I always said, hip-hop's a young man's game, but it's an old nigga's business. Because all the old niggas out here running shit. All the old motherfuckers got businesses. All the old motherfuckers got entrepreneurship. The young motherfuckers is tearing up, doing the shows, killing each other. They cap only reach 20 years old, 22 years old, because motherfuckers is out here killing each other left and right. So when you see Ice Cube still relevant, handling his business, you see the Jim Joneses of the world, you see the Nas's of the world, the Jay-Z's of the world, the 50 Cents, the Eminems, the Snoop Dogg's, hell, Too Shorts, the E40s of the world. Let me get some of my Southern brothers. Uncle Luke, one of my favorite, Bun B, Trail Burger. Let's see Ross with Wingstop. You see all these brothers breaking off into entrepreneurship because the tone of the violence in hip-hop, it can only go so far. You got to start bringing some substance here now. We need something that can last forever. We need the music to be timeless. And if we're not going to make timeless music, right, then why would you expect it to be legendary? Why would you expect it to stand the test of times? If only thing you're talking about is who got shot last week and how many ops you got and what's going on in the street and who's the baddest bitch and shit. That shit's not gonna help you garner the awards. That's streaming music. I want views because I can say the weirdest shit. So we have to open our minds as a culture, man. When we talk about, before I get out of here, the last thing, we had the big debate. Everybody on social media. Who started hip hop? Black people. Black people. Kool Herc. Crazy Legs was there. Latinos was there. White brothers was there. Asian, everybody was there. Niggas just grabbed the microphone first. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and one of the niggas that grabbed the microphone, hell, he was Jamaican. So what we doing? But that was one debate. How come we didn't get into the debate of who owned it? Fuck who started it, who owned it? Who owned the culture of hip hop? Not us. Not the creators. The corporations own hip hop. The corporations are getting the big checks, not us. Because we're not cultivating from within. So we don't, the black owned labels ain't major. We don't own them. They're all owned by somebody else in partnership. And then the ones that do have black owned and set aside and create legacy, we cast them astray. Come on now. Was it Russell? Russell Simmons. The legends. Uncle Luke. What we doing? Who's the black-owned legends? Who's the black-owned legends in hip-hop that we have? Uncle Luke. You know what I'm saying? So when you think back on it, everybody's had a partnership with a white counterpart to put them where they need to be. And there's nothing wrong with cultural counterparts because we all live together. We brothers and sisters. We got to work together. Whatever race we are, don't matter. The point is, how come we not starting shit together? We're not cultivating business together. That's where it all comes into play. The correlation of the business ain't adding up to the players in the game. So if y'all want the hip hop to be the NBA, or the NFL, then this is what you got. Only a few player owners. Few. It's like LeBron, Michael. Like, what are we doing, bro? We got to get it together as a culture and as a people and start directing where we want our monies and our revenue to run. Start attracting business by information. Start attracting business by information. Level up. I'm not saying I'm here doing better than anybody else. I'm doing what I need to be doing and then fighting to get there. But as a culture, hip hop, man, we got to get it together, man, because they gaining more money from hip hop than we are, and we sitting here fighting with each other. So as long as we keep fighting with each other, talking about this nonsense and the bullshit, catching RICO charges, killing each other and all this other shit, that's as long as they gonna keep running the game. This is Mark Slade. Mark Slade Reactions. Y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check me out. The Rant Mental Health Awareness on Monday morning, Facebook, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, talking about mental health, the aspects of mental health and life as a black man. Tap into the conversation on the weekends. Me and my brother at the pod, interviewing entrepreneurs, businessmen, real estate owners, artists, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tap in. Y'all have a blessed day, because I will.